Military lawyers, what's the most ridiculous court-martial you ever had to prosecute? During my years as a JAG officer, I prosecuted hundreds of court-martials, but one stands out as particularly absurd. A specialist in the Signal Corps was charged with misuse of government property after he reprogrammed 3 military radio frequencies to broadcast his amateur EDM music across an entire FOB during a training exercise. What made this case ridiculous wasn't just the act itself, but his elaborate defense. When questioned about why critical comms channels were suddenly blasting dubstep, he explained with complete seriousness that he was implementing an advanced signal security protocol. His argument? Sir, if the enemy intercepted our comms and heard my beats instead of coordinates, they'd be completely disoriented. He then proceeded to demonstrate how his particular bass drops were tactically confusing by playing a sample right there in the hearing room. The battalion commander's face during this demonstration was a study in military restraint. I still remember him pinching the bridge of his nose so hard I thought he might break it. The kicker came during cross-examination when we discovered he hadn't just played his music. He had specifically created what he called patriotic combat dubstep with samples of famous military speeches mixed in. He genuinely believed he was boosting morale while enhancing security. The court was torn between being furious at the disruption to operations and being impressed by his commitment to the bit. Even the colonel cracked a smile when the specialist earnestly suggested his tactical beats program should be considered for wider implementation. He was found guilty, of course. 3 training operations had their comms completely scrambled, but his sentence was mitigated because, as the judge reluctantly admitted, no actual operational harm occurred, and the technical skill demonstrated, while grossly misapplied, was impressive. Last I heard, after his reduction in rank and extra duty, he was working under supervision in the comms department where his enthusiasm was being properly channeled.